Honorable, the judge of speech contest of Muhammadiyah Education Awards 2022. Honorable, the respectable audience, and all my beloved friends. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin. Assalatu wassalamu ala asrafil anbiya wal mursalin. Sayyidina Muhammadin wa ala alihi wa ashabihi ajmain. Amma ba'du. First of all, let's thank to the presence of Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala, who has given us a lot of pleasure, both physical and spiritual health. Secondly, salawat and salam is delivered to the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, who has put us from the darkness to the lightness, from the Jahiliyah era to the modern era, namely Islam. Hi everyone, how are you today? I hope you all in the good health. Before I start, let me introduce myself. My name is Nabilah Wiedama Putri, 11th grade from Islamic Entrepreneur Boarding School of Al-Ma'un Muhammadiyah. I'm standing here right now in front of you all to deliver my speech entitled, How to be a Qualified Leader. Ladies and gentlemen, do you know what a qualified leaders look like? A qualified leader is a leader like the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He is a leader who is trustworthy, dignified, love his ummah, and is also very fair to anyone, no matter poor or rich. And what about our nation's leaders? Thank God, there are still our wise leaders there and care about their people. But not a few leaders are blind to their eyes and hearts when they see the suffering of the small people. They do not hesitate to commit corruption of state money just to fulfill their individual desire. So we, as the future leader of the nation, we should not imitate the Asian that kind of leaders. Because the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam is the only one we should see as an example. Ladies and gentlemen, do you know Muhammadiyah has created many leaders, many candidates of leaders, with the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam as an example. The candidate must have a leadership values. These leadership values include many things, such as, first, discipline. To be able to become a superior young generation, we must have high discipline, diligent work, and love charity. All of this is to look forward to a bright future. But on the contrary, if you are lazy and do not have high discipline, then just wait for a plain and terrible future. There is no happiness without a valley of suffering and no struggle without sacrifice. Second, honesty. Honesty is one of characteristics of the young generation that excellent. Honesty is not only honest with others, but the most important thing is honest with yourself in order to realize a responsible and strong person. Third, tenacious. The superior young generation will not be easily discouraged. They will always be tenacious in the skills they possess. They will continue to strive diligently until they can finally lead them to a high dedication to better and quality work. Ladies and gentlemen, through this speech, I want to appeal the young generation, the candidate for the future leader of the nation. From now on, let's prepare ourselves. Step forward to look to a bright future. In the end, if the three elements are applied in our life, we can be a useful person in the future. And we can be the next generation, and we can be the next future leader of the nation for our country, Indonesia. Ladies and gentlemen, let me end my speech by the quote, "A wise leader is always honest and fair." Remember that. What we do now will have an impact 20 years from now. So, let's do the best thing in everything we do. That's the speech I give. The last but not least, I would like to say to my audience, thank you and sorry if there any mistake during my speech. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.